Alright, so welcome everybody to another installment of the Metahumans Mondays live stream show. With me today, I got two special guests. To the top left, we got Jerry. What's up, Jerry? How you doing, man?
Hey guys, how's it going?
And to the right of him, we got Edgar. What's up, Edgar? How you doing?
How's everybody doing tonight?
Fantastic. We got some really cool topics to go over today. One of them in which I literally just added like within the last hour because it's like kind of breaking news. But without further ado, I'm gonna cut into this first slide here. First, this is actually really big news. So this just happened. DC, or Warner Brothers, right? They had the license for Masters of the Universe previously in 2020, and we now have it transferred to Dark Horse. That is a surprise. Pete Roba's in the chat. What's up, dude? How you doing? Thanks for joining us, dude. So, yeah, that Masters of the Universe is now at Dark Horse, which is cool because, to be honest, I mean, other than Hellboy, Dark Horse didn't really have much of anything else. I mean, I don't really consider Stranger Things is a great show. Don't get me wrong, but like for like a comic book, you know what I mean? Properties in terms of that, they were kind of just riding on Hellboy. So for them to acquire Masters is in my opinion, is for them it's huge. You know,
Yeah,
for them
good
it's
stuff.
freaking massive.
That's a good get.
Yeah. So, but the big pull on this is Kevin Smith is writing this. So Kevin Smith hasn't written a comic in man, I don't even remember what the last comic he wrote was. I know he did some Daredevil stuff. He wrote Green Lantern.
Green Arrow.
Green Arrow. I'm sorry, Green Lantern. I said Green Lantern, was thinking Green Arrow. Correct, Edgar. Yeah. So it's been a while since we've had some Kevin Smith comic book writing. And another thing that surprised me about this is this cover that they have for cover A. This is a Stefan Seljek's cover, and I'm not mistaken, this guy said he was retiring from comic book art. He did those Harley Quinn covers a while back when they did the Black Label stuff, and he said he wasn't really going to be doing anything for publishers. But here we go. He did the freaking cover to Masters of the Universe Revelation. So the big thing with this book is it's supposed to be basically the prequel to the show. So are you guys aware of the show already?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what are you guys' opinions on that? Are you guys looking forward to it? I mean, it's going to Netflix, so it's coming to the big boy, you know?
yeah,
I remember because every now and then I listen to the Fat Man Beyond podcast,
Oh, yeah.
which by
Yeah.
the way, check it out. It's actually pretty cool.
It is cool.
He'll on occasion talk about like the progress of the show and things like that. And I even remember having Kevin Smith call into an Arizona radio program,
Uh-huh.
a morning show,
Uh-huh.
and kind of giving a little bit of detail about it.
Uh-huh.
And it seemed rather surprising to me that a guy like Kevin Smith, who's used to writing more dialogue heavy movies such as Chase Amy,
Yeah.
Dogma, those other ones.
Yeah.
For him to take on Masters of the Universe
Uh-huh.
is rather surprising to me.
Yeah. Yeah, me too, yeah. Yeah, that is a same kind of but it's cool, you know what I mean? Because he has that fandom and that fan base that will follow him, you know what I mean? So like this is going to get a lot of eyes on it. So this is a fantastic pickup for Dark Horse, honestly, and like it kind of bodes well with them because there's something about the horse and He-Man and like I don't know, the logo and the way it kind of goes together, you know?
Yeah.
They were definitely missing something like this, and I've always been a fan of all the crazy ass like He-Man villains, you know what I mean? Trapjaw, and of course Skeletor is badass, but Beastman and like, dude, there's so many. It's like insane how many villains there are.
I still remember the action figures, that's for sure.
Yeah, which one do you remember the most?
The one I remember the most, and it's gonna sound kind of like when I say it, but Fisto.
Fisto, yeah.
Yeah. Mostly because he had a big giant metal fist.
Yeah.
And that was his thing. And but being the kid that I was back then, that my mind was always going into, many different places. I was like, that's kind of horrible. Just a giant fist coming at you.
Yeah. What about you,
But-
Jerry? When you think of villains, who do you think in He-Man?
I would say Skeletor.
He's
honestly.
badass, huh? Yeah.
He's like he's just like the main villain in my head.
Yeah.
He's like the Joker
Yeah.
of Batman.
Yeah.
There's no He-Man without Skeletor.
Yeah. When I think of the He-Man, the wacky He-Man characters, I think of Moss Man, because because he had that flocked skin, and since I'm always like I have a comic book shop, so I'll go like picking and auction sales and stuff like that, and like I can't tell you how many times every time I've tracked it, it's hilarious because sometimes people would put Moss Man in like Ziploc bags or be in toy boxes, and like you would get a hint of that smell when you're moving around in there, because sometimes it still had that lingering mint, and I'm like, oh dude, there's a Moss Man somewhere in here. It's almost like when you get a distinct smell of like skunk and you're driving on the road, it's kind of hilarious, and it's kind of amazing that the scent would even last that long too. But
wasn't there a skunk?
There is, yeah,
though?
Stinkor. Yeah.
Yeah, Stinkor. Yeah.
Patchouli, I think, is the scent that they would put on that figure. Yeah, it's hilarious. Yeah, there's some funny stuff with those. Actually, I hope they bring some of those characters in this book. That'd be hilarious. That'd be cool. But yeah, this is a big deal. Actually, subtopic. This actually wasn't even. But now that I think about it, I'm actually curious. We'll go starting with you, Jerry, and then Edgar. What is your favorite Kevin Smith movie? Actually, this is kind of off topic, but I'm just curious. What is your favorite Kevin Smith movie?
I don't know. Edgar, you go first.
You got it, Edgar?
All right. Yeah, I got mine. Mine's an easy pick. Mine's actually Dogma.
Dogma. Okay, cool, man.
Dogma, mostly because it at the time when I first saw that movie, I didn't really see religion for, kind of like, what it is, what it isn't, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And when I first saw the movie, it was just like, oh, they're kind of taking shots at Christianity. But as I got older,
yeah,
and as I started watching it again, it began to kind of like make sense to some of the idiosyncrasies, some of the almost, hilarious hypocrisies that is found in religion, whether it's Christianity, Catholicism, whatever.
Yeah.
And that kind of opened my eyes more to, what's satire, and things like that. And, I compared to all the other ones, mostly because there's Chris Rock as one of the Black Apostles, the 13th apostle. That to me, that just that sold it. That sold it for me.
Yeah.
So that to me is like hands down like one of my favorite Kevin Smith movies.
I need to watch that. I saw that like when it came out, which how it's one of those things where you need to watch it like as an adult. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I need to watch that again now because I saw it younger, so a lot of things flew past me, but I need to watch it now, and I know I'll see it in such a different light. So I need to go back and watch Dogma because I almost feel like I can't even count like I saw it. You know what I mean? Because I was so like young. So I need to go back and watch that. So what about you, Jerry?
Honestly, nothing really comes to mind. Honestly, I think the only movie I watched was that one.
Yeah, Dogma. Okay.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
I'm going in my head, going back and forth, but that's the only one I can remember.
Cool,
no
man.
Chasing Amy, no Mallrats, no like original Clerks 2.
I don't think I ever seen any of those.
Yeah, Mallrats is the one that, for me, I think, is the one that I remember the most. Yeah, I see Mallrats the most. Most people's answers are actually like Jay and Silent Bob. That's actually like the more seen one, I'd say. I actually saw the newest Jay and Silent Bob. Yeah, I saw that one.
I have that one. It's actually very, very good.
Yeah, it's hilarious because you see all the characters from like all the different movies come back. They make their cameos and shit. Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
All right, so on to the next topic here. This one's crazy, but I mean not surprising to be honest with you. Okay, I don't want to butcher this name. Sunekazu Ishihara. There we go. I think I got it first down. He is the creator of Pokemon. And he autographed like a special promo card, and someone sent it to get PSA DNA certified. So PSA DNA is like they just authenticate its real signature, you know? And it sold for $250,000, $250,000, and it didn't even get a PSA 10. It didn't even get a 10. It got a 9, which is not perfect. So, I mean, who knows what a 10 would get, right? But it's autographed by him, and it sold for $250,000. And the reason why this just happened, so that's why this is in this episode. But the other reason why I highlight this is because just the market in general. This isn't even the highest selling card. There's other cards that sell for way more than this, you know?
Way more.
Yeah, way more than this. So the market right now is insane with Pokemon, collectibles, all that stuff. It is absolutely nuts. So I'd love to hear your guys' take on how this is going, and how crazy some of these things have gotten. You know what I mean? Your experiences with it, you know. And also, have you guys ever had Pokemon cards from back in the day and you still have them, or if you regret selling them or give them away, or who knows what happened to them? You know what I mean? Yeah.
Ooh.
We just used to play with them. You know? I didn't really think about it. 20 years later.
Yeah.
I knew about it, but I never really got into the cards. If anything, I was more introduced to the old Game Boy games.
Yeah, Red and Blue.
Pokemon Red, Pokemon Blue.
Yeah. And then Yellow, right, was the third one, right?
Yeah, Yellow was the third one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious. Which is hilarious because those Red and Blue, it's like literally game. Like I don't even think there's color on those games, right? They're just Game Boy, right?
Well, yeah, they're Game Boy, but if you were to play with the Game Boy Color, it actually does give it color.
Okay, I just didn't have a Game Boy Color.
You can mod the old Game Boys now to make color. You just
nice.
Yeah.
Cool shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can. It's crazy with the cards because you could just, go to your local store like Walmart and pick up a booster pack. When they come out, and you just look for one, bam.
Back in the day, now you can't. Now you can't. Yeah, now it's like they're gone. Like they're.
You gotta get them quick.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
There's so many different things that you can look out. Honestly.
Yeah.
Like I saw one dude. He used to the booster packs, right? He would get like a scale.
Oh.
Go by,
yeah.
Like
he would weigh them.
Gram. Yeah, and they'll weigh them. If it goes just a little bit over,
that's where the holograph is. Yeah.
Exactly. So and then you sell the rest because you know that there's nothing in there.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy how people come up with that stuff.
That was happening even more with the that's still difficult with the Pokemon though, because the foils won't make it that much heavy. Where that's done a lot is with like baseball, football, basketball, because you'll get like those game-worn jersey or bat use cards, you know what I mean? And those things are so fat and heavy that those ones, they really take them out from weighing them on those scales, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah,
crazy, dude.
Yeah, it's super crazy.
You buy like a $5 pack, booster pack, the chances of you getting a good card, you can probably double, triple your money just from that.
Yeah, you know what's psycho about that is the first pack of Pokemon cards I ever bought. I think it was at Kmart. Which to the new generation, they're like, "What the hell is Kmart?" Right? But it's not even that. It's not even that old. Yeah, but yeah, I remember getting it at, because dude, I don't. You guys, I mean, we're all from the valley, but you guys remember Kmart? Kmart used to have mad cards and like toys, and they were big on that shit. Even I used to get my comic books there, dude. The first pack of Pokemon cards I ever bought, I pulled a holographic Charizard in it, and I didn't even know what it was, right? So I held on to that, and then at some point I ended up selling it for $120, right? But now like a PSA graded 10 in that or 9. And I took care of that sucker too when I did get it, because I never really bought many other packs. It was weird. It was like I only got a few, and I just got like lucky in that first one. That thing goes for like $5,000 now, and I just sold it for like 120, like whatever, you know what I mean? Like, and that was only made like 4 years ago. It's crazy, you know?
Yeah. But then again, you know, who would have known back then that it would be this high?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've seen those sealed booster boxes? The sealed which is insane to me how someone would save the box and not want to open it. But the sealed booster boxes are going for crazy money. Like the later edition, like the jungle ones are going for like $30,000. The base ones, I don't even know what they're going for, like $200,000 or something ridiculous. You know what I mean? That's absolutely insane, dude.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Imagine 10 years ago, you know, you just go to the store and buy all of them.
Yeah, time machine, I'll take this, and they're looking at you crazy like, what? Yeah.
Because honestly, I don't remember the actual show taking off.
Yeah, yeah.
Or the video games. The video games were cool.
No, yeah.
It never really caught on until recently.
Honestly,
in the last couple of years.
Yeah, like Edgar said, the big thing on me was the freaking video game, that Game Boy game. I played the shit out of that, dude. Yeah.
Oh, I think I have a few actually.
Oh, you still have them? Those actually have gained some value, dude. Red and blue. If you have red and blue,
I think I have red and silver.
Oh yeah, no shit. They started doing all kinds of crazy ass colors. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, they had silver. That was with.
There was like a green one too. Yeah.
There was a grass one. There was a red one. There was a yellow one. There was a Pikachu one.
Yeah.
Big ass card.
Yeah, that one I remember.
Big ass card.
Yeah, I remember there was
I remember about the blue one though. The only thing I remember about the Pokemon Blue, the only memory that sticks with me is using the Master Ball on a random Pokemon and not on Mewtwo.
Yeah.
And having to ruin my sister's game, and she had to start all over again.
Yeah. You know, there was a cool thing with those Game Boy games that I remember. Do you guys remember there was that Nintendo 64 port where you would take the Game Boy game and stick it into a Nintendo 64 Rumble Pack looking thing, and then you'd be able to play the game on your N64. Do you guys remember that? That was like a thing.
I remember it briefly, mostly because I know someone that has that, but he only used it maybe like once or twice.
Yeah.
It was for like certain games, like specific ones, but not for Pokemon. But I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I have seen those, and it's pretty rad looking. Just
I never seen them in person.
Big screen.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, Jerry, if you got that Pokemon Red, man, dig it out, bro. It's worth some money right now, you know?
I think I beat it already, like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, scoop it out, man.
You know? It just... Gosh, good times.
All right, so next topic in. This is the breaking addition in here, because I didn't even know we were going to talk about this until pretty much we started the show. Guillermo Del Toro is going to announce his next project at 9 o'clock in the morning Pacific Standard Time. So if you're watching this right now, he hasn't said it yet. But we're about to jump into a big old speculation infinity mirror here, and just and kind of give our takes on what we think it is, because his last film was his most award-winning film, which was Shape of Water. And I mean, I'm a giant fan of his films, period, in general. From, I mean, the Hellboy films that he did are my favorite Hellboy films, right? And I like Pan's Labyrinth, and I mean, I'm only gracing the surface of other stuff he's doing, but so everything of the rumors goes from Hellboy 3 to another Pacific Rim, all the way to Justice League Dark, which is the one I want, right? But what do you guys think? I'd love to hear you guys' take on this. What do you guys think is going to be it? What's this announcement? Maybe it's none of those things. Like, it's something else completely different. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I don't know. Go ahead, Jerry. It's hard to say because I like Hellboy too, but you know, you think you'll actually use the same cast as before?
Yeah. Well,
the actual Hellboy he did a really good job.
Yeah.
You know, so it's kind of It's like, would he use him again?
Well, Ron Perlman went on record saying that he was kind of hurt that nobody even reached out to him about that third Hellboy movie.
Yeah, that's why it's kind of like,
yeah,
kind of like iffy. But if he's on board, then shit, that'll be awesome, honestly. Because you could see Hellboy. You know, it's like, oh, that's him.
Yeah.
He like is made that character come to life with his personality and stuff. That's what is pretty cool.
Well, I mean, as far as I can tell, like, first off, you know, that was, you know, what you just mentioned is news to me, mostly because I haven't really kept up with, like, you know, movie stuff lately, just because of what's going on.
Yeah.
But if I were to take a guess that he's gonna do what he plans to do, I'm guessing if it's gonna be a movie, I'm sure it's gonna be somewhere in the realm of like what Pan's Labyrinth, like those kind of movies were. That seems to be like the one thing that he likes.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna count out Pacific Rim 3 because Pacific Rim 1 was great. You know, it had its flaws, but it was great. Pacific Rim 2, I felt could have been better, but I kind of have to watch it again. You know, I kind of like.
I haven't seen that one. Yeah, I saw one. I haven't seen two. Yeah.
It starts off pretty good, but you know, like I said, it has its moments. If there's a 3, maybe, and I hope, maybe it's that one movie that acknowledges, you know, the MonsterVerse lineup, you know, Godzilla versus Kong, you know, that kind of stuff. Like, because I felt that watching those 3 movies, that somewhere in there's, especially with Godzilla vs. Kong, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. I don't want to spoil anything, but there's something in the movie that is very similar to what they do in Pacific Rim when it comes to the Jaegers.
Yeah.
So maybe it'll be something that can touch on that, like those 3 movies and everything. But if it was to be my take, like I said, something Pan's Labyrinth related, you know, in that genre, that fantasy genre, I'm guessing that's what he's gonna go for.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, my dream movie from him is Justice League Dark, because like there's all these badass fan castings. Like they had Doug Jones as Deadman, because he's already thin. They had Ron Perlman as the Demon Etrigan, Alexandra Daddario as Zatanna. Man, they had like a stacked cast. They had like Hellblazer, who was the one they cast for John Constantine. I think they had everyone from like Jeremy Renner to like all kinds of people, dude. Like they had all these badass fan castings, you know what I mean? And like they're people that like Guillermo would legit get to work for him, because a lot of them will just stick by him, you know what I mean? So that would be the dream thing. But unfortunately, we know like it's weird because of Warner Brothers. DC can't really get their shit together, the you know what I mean, the way they should. Even though they should be able to, they can't because the powers that be or whatnot. So unfortunately, I doubt it's a Justice League Dark announcement, even though that would be the dream, you know? But
yeah. Side note.
Yeah.
Side note. You know, Warner Brothers can.
Yeah.
But what they can't do is help themselves from getting involved into something that, if you give the directors that have knowledge, that are fans of the source, let them do their thing.
Yeah.
Don't step in and you know, be like, you know, we have to Marvel because that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Well, at least when it came to the first Justice League, you know, the lead up to that.
Yeah.
They tried to Marvel, but you know, that right there, what you said about the casting in Justice League Dark, like I just saw the first animated movie. I have to see the second one.
Yeah.
But I can kind of see that casting that you have right there.
Yeah.
Even Constantine, bring back Keanu Reeves. You know, he played.
That'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keanu Reeves is great. Yeah, I like that.
He would totally be on board too, huh? He would totally do it.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Pete Robles in the chat says, I still want his H.P. Lovecraft in the Mountains of Madness, but who knows? Yeah, I forgot about that. The H.P. Lovecraft stuff. Yeah, that's a good one, Pete. Yeah. And then side note to that, Edgar, you just said Marvel. What if we're all wrong and like he's like Marvel gave him a gig and shit, and like we're like all like in left field over here.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
You know, if that's the case, they gave him Blade.
Oh
with Mahershala Ali.
shit.
I mean, he did part 2.
Oh
He
shit.
did Blade 2.
Yeah.
So think about it.
Yeah. Oh shit. Hey, there's already some ties, huh? Hey, that was pre-Iron Man, man. That was like Marvel before Marvel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, it's Donald Logue's in that movie. Donald Logue lived in the Valley for a while. The actor.
Yep.
Yeah. Did you know that, Jerry? Donald Logue?
I didn't.
Yeah, Donald Logue is he plays was it Harvey Bullock on Gotham, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he lived in the Valley for a while.
He came down.
Yeah, he used to work at Driscoll's, dude. Yeah. Yeah, pretty crazy, man. Yeah, he was yeah, super crazy. But yeah, we're gonna find out tomorrow morning. Maybe it's nothing we're saying, and maybe it is something we're saying. But either way, this is exciting because the fantastic thing about Guillermo is that he's been known to basically turn down projects that he has no interest in. You know what I mean? For him, it really is about the passion, and I love that shit. You know what I mean? He's like because he knows that when he's about to make a movie, he's about to embark on this like freaking journey. You know what I mean? So he really gets into the monsters and stuff. You know what? I don't know how I blanked on this. The last movie he did, even though he won awards on Shape of Water, it was that Scary Stories, telling scary. How do you remember that one?
Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Yeah. Did you watch that, Jerry?
No.
That shit was cool, man. The monsters in that shit was cool, man. I dug it. Did you watch that, Edgar?
I saw only the parts that I wanted to see. Unfortunately, I'm going to be critical about it because I hate, I kind of have to be the guy, to be critical about it. But the movie was too toned down for its own good.
Yeah.
It was too toned down.
Well, the thing is, some stories were better than others in it. You know what I mean? So everything was not good, but some of it was good.
I would have loved to see just a little bit of gore, a little bit of more blood spurts here and there.
Yeah.
And the part where the girl, she got, those little spiders coming out of her cheek.
Oh yeah.
Like I kind of wanted to just be like, her face just torn apart.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Yeah.
No extra blood.
Yeah, I think they had some missed opportunities with that weird like werewolf looking, not werewolf, it was like that dead man thing where his head would like turn into like that was actually very creepy looking, but they had some opportunities where they probably could have made it a little gnarlier, right?
Yeah. I think there could have been an unrated edition, for the adults. And like the one that was in theaters, that's like more for kids, because I remember those books in grade school. I remember those books, and I think I may have bought 2 at the time. But yeah, like something, to really, because the stories themselves and it was the illustrations in the book that made them great. I mean, it was very gothic, very, very like just black and white, and it's just simple, but it was scary. Yeah. And there were stories that were like short stories, but the images that they would put with them, they were great. And that's kind of like what I wanted in that movie. But, beggars can't be choosers. So,
Yeah, that whole, the film is, to me, what I like the most about it were the creatures, the effects, because he does use a lot of practical stuff, and I like that, Yeah. So that was my favorite thing about that. But yeah, we're gonna find out tomorrow. We're gonna see what it is, and it might be something out of left field, or it might be something that we're on the money about. So we'll find out. I'm excited to see that. The last bit we're gonna share here. Every week we have a comic book pick of the week, and today I'm gonna show an exclusive. This is the first time this is ever airing. This is the first time we've ever shown this. This is Invincible Red Sonja #1. So Red Sonja is getting a new series, and I'm excited about this. So this cover that you see here is our Metahumans Comics exclusive. I'm a big Red Sonja fan, and I've always wanted to do a Red Sonja book. It's probably like the last big book that I wanted to do an exclusive on, and we finally did it. And here's the beautiful cover art by Dean Yeagle. Dean Yeagle is basically a Hall of Famer cartoonist. He was actually Hugh Hefner's cartoonist for Playboy. So all the cartoons that were in Playboy, Dean Yeagle did them. Really, really cool. Yeah. So love this cover. Revealing it here for the first time. This will be available. It's actually, you can not even pre-order. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's already actually arrived. So that's not even a pre-order. It's already here. So come Thursday, I think Thursday will be the day. We'll have them at the store. So if you're in the Valley, you can come scoop a copy up. They're gonna be 20 even for a copy. And we have really high grade copies, beautiful condition. It'll come with the bag and board as well. And these are limited to, I gotta check the print count, but it's around 350. So it's gonna be a rare book. Beautiful. And Dean also, when the world's in a better place and we get Comic-Con over here in the Valley and all that going, I will probably try to get him to come down. So if you get a copy, you'll get this beautiful book signed by him. And yeah, really excited about it. So for everyone tuning in here that's going to see this, you got your first look here before everybody else. And let me give you a little synopsis on this, actually, so I can read to you because it's about this new Red Sonja series. Which, by the way, there's a Conan show or something like that on the way. Conan show or Conan movie, and supposedly Red Sonja is rumored to be one of those things that you're going to see come from it. So here we go. I'm about to read this off, give you a synopsis on this. So Invincible Red Sonja is written by the award-winning Amanda Conner and Jimmy Palmiotti. So are those of you familiar, Amanda Conner and Jimmy did all those Harley Quinn, that whole Harley Quinn run, the famous one where she would team up with Power Girl. She had the whole rollerblades thing going. Red Sonja finds herself on a spectacular journey filled with pirates, mermaids, princesses, and political intrigue as the threat of two kingdoms hangs in the balance. All this, plus the spectacular art of Moritat and the cover by Amanda Conner. Well, the cover A, right? Ours is done by Dean Yeagle. Invincible Red Sonja. It says it comes out. Ours already came out, right? But it says will be out May 1st. So you actually get it way ahead of time through us. So, but if you do, if you're anywhere else in the United States or the world, and you order it, your orders will start to ship. So you probably will get it by May 1st, like if you're in New York or something like that. But if you're local, you can actually get it now. So by Thursday, we should have it in store. So heads up to everyone. But it's a beautiful cover, and I'm really, 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 really stoked to have gotten the chance to do this. This is like the last really big one I wanted to do. We did that Marvel Nonstop Spider-Man #1, and then this was the only one that I really, really want to do. But Dean Yeagle's art's just it's just beautiful. I love how he does animals and stuff. If you guys remember, actually, Jerry, you were born in the 80s or early 90s?
90s.
90s? Remember Cookie Crisp? I know you do. I knew you do, Edgar. Yeah.
I was born in 80, exactly on 80.
Yeah, so I was born in the 80s too. So the Cookie Crisp, the little characters on Cookie Crisp, that's Dean Yeagle, this guy. So
really?
yeah, he's the guy that did all the Cookie Crisp characters. So he did the cover of the box and all that. He did the little criminal with the little dog.
The old school Cookie Crisp, like the cop and robber?
Yep, that's him, dude. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so he did the Cookie Crisp with the cop and robber. That's his creation. And the original Gremlins, the original sketches for all the Gremlins, those were done by Dean Yeagle as well. So, yeah, and so he was Hugh Hefner's cartoonist. Like he had, a lot of influence then. He did all those stuff. So you know what I mean? He's definitely has a very huge history. You know what I mean? He's a well-known cartoonist. So really excited to have done this with him. And yeah, I've always been a Red Sonja fan. So that's the comic book pick of the week. You don't want to miss this. You could get the regular covers, but I guarantee you they won't be as rare as this one and as beautiful as this one because this is just different. It's kind of got like that, I don't know how to explain it, like a sexy Disney kind of vibe, right? Yeah, and it's cool. Yeah, and he's got like those awesome, I love how he draws the horse too, man. He trained under a lot of the Disney artists from back in the day, so he's got that cool style. But yeah.
The classic style.
Yeah.
I have to go see it because I have the channel on my TV. And
Oh yeah.
I'm on another device here, so I kind of
Yeah.
have to go over there and see it.
Yeah, so you guys will get a chance to peep it on there. But yeah, really cool cover, and stoked we got this. So this is the comic book pick of the week. Also the we might have another surprise reveal pretty soon as well too. But other than that, that's pretty much everything for the show today. I guess tomorrow we'll find out what Guillermo's announcement is, right? But without further ado, I'd like to thank my guests. Thank you both for joining me today. Jerry, we'll start out with you. You got a YouTube channel. You want to give it a shout out so everyone could check it out? You do some cool reviews and unboxings too, man.
Yeah, actually, I got a anime unboxing and anime review channel on YouTube. It's called the Taco Clan, and I usually go to my man Ruben to get exclusive anime stuff when he gets the auction.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool to actually see that stuff too.
Yeah, man. Fantastic.
Check it out.
And then Edgar, dude, where can we find you on the social media, brother?
You could find me on Instagram as Mr. Heretic 2008.
Awesome.
You could also find me on Twitter as I'm trying to remember my username. I think it's edbig98 at gmail.com, or just look up meh. It was okay.
That's a good username, man. I'm surprised you were able to get that one.
Well, it's I don't know how Twitter works. I randomly just post stuff from Instagram there.
Yeah.
So it's like, maybe someone on the line, I don't know. I'll do
meh with two H's. Meh with two
Huh?
H's. 2 H's.
No, MEH. Dot. It was okay. No.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
That's my title. I'm trying to remember if it's I think it's at edbig98. I don't remember it. Like I said, I hardly use Twitter. If anything, I just go in there and read stuff. But find me there. Find me on Instagram, and
cool.
You'll be surprised.
Awesome. And I'm at Ruben Nahida, or most importantly, follow us at Metahumans Comics on Instagram, Facebook, on all of platforms. On Twitter, because of the number count, I think it's Metahumans Comic. You can't put the S because it won't let you put that many, but you can find us there. And stay tuned next Sunday. Holy smokes, we got a crazy comic auction next Sunday. There is one of the best ones we've had. We just had it's funny. Yesterday we had a giant Hulk auction, so we called it Hulkamania. So it was just a bunch of Hulk books and stuff. So
let me tell you something, brother.
Yeah, let me tell you something, brother. Yeah, so that shit was funny. We had a lot of Hulk books yesterday, so we got more. So we might have Hulkamania 2 next week, but combined with a lot of other stuff, because we got a lot of comics that we got coming to the auction. So and a lot of figures on the way too. We have a lot of pre-orders for figures for the store. They'll trickle in as they come through. But yeah, check us out there. Again, welcome to everybody. We ship worldwide too, so we can do that as well. And yeah, and if you're watching the show and you live in the UK, Australia, or wherever you live, we have some. We actually have a UK distributor now that carries some of our variants. So if you can't get it through us, the States, or someone I can point you. Send us a message on the Metahumans page, and I could point you to which one of our. We partner with some other stores. That's why, and they can get the books for you. They'll have their own limited supply. But that's it. Thank you, everyone. Stay safe. Have a fantastic week. And again, thanks to my guests. Thanks, guys. And everyone have a wonderful night, all right? Take care. All right. Bye.
Hey, Ruben.